2025 was a massive year for movies. From mind-blowing sci-fi and emotional dramas to action-packed sequels and unforgettable performances, this year proved that cinema is far from dead. It's evolving. Some films shattered box office records, some sparked global debates, and some stayed with us long after the credits rolled. So today, we're counting down the top 10 best movies of 2025, based on impact, storytelling, performances, and audience reaction. Let's dive in. 10. Bad Boys. Ride or Die. Kicking off our list is Bad Boys. Ride or Die, a movie that proved this franchise still has fuel left in the tank. Will Smith and Martin Lawrence returned with the same chaotic chemistry, mixing humor, heart, and high-speed action. What made this film stand out in 2025 wasn't just nostalgia. It was how confidently it balanced comedy with surprisingly emotional moments. A fun, explosive ride that reminded audiences why the Bad Boys brand still works. 9. Twisters. A modern continuation of the classic disaster film. Twisters delivered jaw-dropping visuals and relentless tension. The storm sequences felt terrifyingly real, pulling audiences into nature's raw power. Beyond the spectacle, the movie succeeded because of its human stakes, showing how fragile we are when nature decides to fight back. A thrilling big-screen experience that demanded to be watched loud and large. 8. Inside Out. Pixar returned to the emotional battlefield with Inside Out 2. And once again, they nailed it. This time, the film explored teenage emotions, anxiety, embarrassment, and self-doubt, in a way that felt deeply relatable. It wasn't just a kids' movie. Adults found themselves reflecting on their own emotional growth, making the sequel both heartfelt and surprisingly powerful. 7. Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire. If you love pure spectacle, Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire delivered exactly that. Massive battles, stunning CGI, and larger-than-life destruction dominated the screen. But what elevated this film was its world building, expanding the monsterverse and giving these titans a deeper mythological presence. It was loud, wild, and unapologetically epic. 6. Deadpool and Wolverine. This movie was one of the most anticipated releases of the year, and it did not disappoint. Deadpool and Wolverine combined brutal action, R-rated humor, and emotional callbacks that longtime fans loved. Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman's chemistry carried the film, blending comedy with surprisingly serious moments. It wasn't just fan service, but it was a celebration of Marvel's past and future. If you're enjoying this countdown so far, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We post weekly movie rankings, deep dives, and viral film breakdowns. And you don't want to miss what's coming next. Now, let's get back to the list. 5. Dune. Part 2. Dune. Part 2 was more than a sequel. It was a cinematic achievement. Denis Villeneuve delivered a visually stunning, emotionally intense continuation of Paul Atreides' journey. The scale was massive, the performances were unforgettable, and the story carried real weight. This wasn't just sci-fi, it was art, politics, and destiny colliding on an epic scale. 4. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. This film successfully rebooted a legendary franchise while respecting its roots. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes explored power, evolution, and survival in a world fully ruled by apes. The motion capture performances were outstanding, and the storytelling felt mature and thought-provoking. It proved that blockbuster films can still ask meaningful questions. 3. Joker. Folie à deux dark, musical, and deeply unsettling. Joker: Folie à deux divided audiences, but its impact was undeniable. Joaquin Phoenix returned with another haunting performance, while Lady Gaga brought a twisted new energy to the story. The film challenged traditional comic book storytelling and leaned fully into psychological drama. Love it or hate it, this movie left a mark. 2. Oppenheimer, Aftermath. Following the legacy of Christopher Nolan's epic, Oppenheimer, Aftermath focused on the moral consequences of creation and destruction. This film wasn't about explosions, it was about guilt, responsibility, and humanity. With powerful dialogue and gripping performances, it forced audiences to sit with uncomfortable truths. A heavy but unforgettable cinematic experience. 1. The Batman: Shadows of Gotham. Taking the top spot is The Batman: Shadows of Gotham. This film pushed the character deeper into darkness, blending detective noir with emotional depth. The atmosphere was haunting, the action was grounded, and the storytelling felt personal. It wasn't just another superhero movie, it was a character study wrapped in shadows and rain. For many viewers, this was the defining film of 2025. And there you have it, the top 10 best movies of 2025. A year filled with unforgettable stories, iconic performances, and films that reminded us why we love the big screen. Do you agree with this list? Which movie was your favorite of 2025? Let us know in the comments, like the video, and subscribe for more movie content every single week. Until next time, keep watching and keep loving cinema.